Hello, thank you for clicking on the video. So what we're going to do in this short session is just go through all the joints just to get them mobilised, just a great little routine to do first thing in the morning. But can be done any time of day, really. We're going to spend time on all the joints, the ankles, the wrists, the knees, spine, hips, shoulders, neck. And we're going to isolate the joints so we'll move them around without compensating with other parts of the body, and move them around in a nice loose fashion as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the neck, so just come to sit comfortably. And you're just going to start off just by nodding the head up and down. And now if you take the head down, then start taking the chin from shoulder to shoulder. Take the chin across towards one shoulder, leave it there, then start taking the head up and down. Chin across to the other shoulder, head up and down. Come back to the centre, bring the head up to neutral position. Start taking the ear towards one shoulder and then the other. Take the head back, start taking ear towards one shoulder then the other with the head back. And then take the head round in a circle, one direction. And then other direction. Give the head a bit of a shake around. Now we're going to bring one leg forward. I'm going to take the arm on the same side underneath the thigh. I'm going to lift the foot up. I'm going to hold on to the shin bone, so I'm going to try and minimise any movement come from the bottom of the leg. So I'm going to isolate the ankle. Now I'm just going to flex the foot up and then point the toes down. So flexing the foot up and then pointing the toes down. Now bring the foot back to the centre and start taking the foot from left to right. So you want to keep the top of the foot facing the ceiling. Really, we don't want to rotate the ankle around, just foot from side to side. Now if you flex the foot up, out of the side, point the toes round in a circle. Okay, I'm holding on to the shin bone to try and minimise any movement coming from the leg to isolate the ankle joint. Moving it around the full range of motion, so around the outer ranges of motion. And then round the other direction. Really taking it around the outer areas of your range of motion. Give it a little shake. Change sides. Arm wraps round, foot lifts up. Hold on to the bottom of the leg. And again, point the toes down, flex the foot up. Take your foot from left to right. And then round in full circles. Make here a few clicks. Again, really try and take it around fairly slow. Really going around the outer edges of what the ankle joint's capable of. And then a little shake. Over the hands, drop the knees down. So just keep the hands down on the mat. And I'm just going to roll over the toes and tap them down. Just to get some movement into the toes. Place the hands down, Bring the knees through the arms, and I'm going to straighten the legs up. Do a dynamic forward fold, bend the knees down, straighten the legs up. And then slowly come all the way up to stand. So once you're standing up, if you just lift one foot and start taking the ankle around in circles. You can hear my ankle clicking a little bit, that's fine. Change direction. Bend the leg, bring the hands underneath the thigh. So my hands are taking the weight of the leg now. Now I'm just going to slide at the bottom of the leg, move around in a circle, sort of like a pendulum. So top of the leg remains still, just the bottom of the leg moving around. Change direction. Drop that leg down. Change sides. Ankle around a circle. Change direction. Bend the leg, hands underneath the leg, taking the weight, and then a few circles round one way. Again, top of the leg staying still. Change direction. And drop that foot down. A slight bend in the knees, feet fairly close together, and start turning the knees out and back in again. Shuffle the feet a bit wider apart, and then bring the knees in and out. If you want to practice a little dance with this, you can always take the arms across. And then keep the legs bent, feet where they are, place your hands on the knees. And then I'm just going to lift the tailbone up, push the chest through, arch the spine, and then tuck the tailbone under, easy for me to say, and round the spine. One more. And then bring the knees a bit closer together, and I'm just going to take them around a circle one way, and then the other way. Once again, bend the knees through, a few dynamic forward folds. And then come back down to sit on the mat, the legs crossed. Whichever leg naturally comes in front, just bring the other leg in front. Just the hands on the knees. Start pushing the chest out and then round in the spine. Come back to the centre. Trying to minimise moving from the shoulders. Push the rib cage out to one side then the other. The shoulders will move, but I'm really trying to force the movement out the side of the ribs. And then combine their movements, so chest pushes out, ribs round to one side, round the spine to the other. Change direction. That's it, good. Now from this position, I'm going to roll over to hands and knees. So we're going to go on the hips now. So I'm going to lift one leg off the ground, try and keep the leg at a right angle, push the leg out to one side. Try not to lift the pelvis and the chest up to get it higher. Just use the movement from the hips straight out to the side. Once you can't go any further, don't resist the temptation to open up with the pelvis. Just keep it there and then move it around in a circle. So go in one direction and then the other direction. Then we'll change sides. I'll try and explain it better on this side, so I'm seeing such a bad job of it on the other side. So I'm lifting the leg up, out to the side, get to the point where I can't go any further, rather than lift the pelvis up to go further. I keep it there and just move it round in a circle. And then back round the other direction. And then drop that knee down. So from hands and knees, I'm just going to roll the shoulders in and open the shoulders out. So arms stay straight. When I open the shoulders out, the elbow crease points forward. Roll the shoulders in, the elbow crease turns to point in. Come back to the middle. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take the shoulders towards the ears. Push shoulder blades apart. Bring shoulder blades down. Then squeeze them together around in a circle. Squeezing together. Pulling the shoulders up. Pushing shoulder blades apart. Bringing them down. Change direction. Squeeze together. Pull them down. Push apart, bring them up. Give hands a bit of a shake about. Start walking the hands slightly further forward, feet a little bit back. Just sit back towards the heels, roll forward, drop the hips down. Few times, nice and loose. One more. And just sit back. And bring one leg forward. Do a lunge position. So from the lunge, hands on the hips, and just start tucking the tailbone under and then relaxing it back. Add a little slightly forward motion to the hip as well. Tuck the tailbone under and back. place the hand down, opposite hand to the front foot. You can lift the back knee off the ground if you wish, and just start to lift the arm up and elbow down towards the ground. Careful not to sink into the shoulder. It'd be tempting to sink down and get the elbow further down, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep the shoulder strong. So lift up and then down. Put the hands down. I'm going to change sides. Other leg forward. Then I'm going to tuck the tailbone under, slight little forward movement, and then relax and back. Hand comes down, back knee lifts if you wish. Again, elbow drops down, stay strong in the supporting shoulder, and lift up. Hand comes down, come down to sit, tops of feet on the ground. This position is uncomfortable, you can always come up to stand to do this. So I'm going to cross the arms in front of the chest. I'm just going to flex the spine forward and then extend back. If you are standing up, careful when you flex the spine forward not to push the hips back. You keep the hips where they are, and when you extend back, careful not to push the hips forward like so. You want to keep the hips completely still and just moving from the thoracic spine. That's why I prefer to do it in this position, because it keeps the hips where they are. Come back to the centre, start bending across to one side, and then the other. Okay, if you're standing, careful not to push the opposite hip out of the side. And keep the hips where they are. Just move the thoracic spine. And then we'll add a little twist from one side to the other. Back to the centre, I'll combine their movements. And flex, forward, twist, bend, and extend. Quick, catchy little phrase there. Go the other way, flex, twist, bend, extend, across to the other side, all the way around. Once more in each direction. Now we get some movement in the wrists. So I'm going to bring my elbows in tight. 90-degree angle. Now I'm going to start taking the wrists round in circles. You want to try and avoid the forearms rotating. So it's easy to do this and get the arm moving around with it, but we want to try and keep the arm steady. So if you want, you can balance something onto your forearm. Try not to let it fall. But I'm going to take the wrists round circles. Again, try and avoid rotating the forearm round like so. You want to keep it steady. Take the wrist round in a circle. So at no point should I see the fist turn. Change direction. And just grab hold and link the hands, take the wrist around a few circles, one way and the other, just alternating directions. Bring the forearms together and do the same thing. Knees through the hands once more. A few more dynamic forward folds. And then up, stand. Bring the feet about hip distance apart. And sliding the hand down one way, sliding down the other way. And slowly roll forward, bend the knees if you need to, and then slowly back up again, roll up the shoulders, push the hips forward. I'm going to fall forward again, then I'm going to roll to one side, come up around one side, extend back, down the other side, round in a circle. Three times one way, and then three times the other way. And then up to stand. So I'm going to take my arms down, palms facing open, bend from the elbows. So backs of hands facing the front, rotate from the elbows, so palms facing the front and then down. Change direction. And start doing one at a time. Other way. Palms a bit of a shake. Bring your hands on to your thighs. Lift the shoulders up. Keep the shoulders pressing up as they come forward. Keep them pressing forward as they come down. Keep them pressing down as they come back. Keep them pressing back as they come up. Keep them pressing up as they come forward. Keep them pressing forward as they come down. You get the idea. So it should move in two directions at once. Try and avoid the hands coming off the legs. Try and keep the arms straight. Change direction so they come up. They're still pushing up as they go back. Still pushing back as they go down. Still pushing down as they come forward. Still pushing forward as they come up. Okay, good. Yeah, you can just move them around a bit looser now. I'll just come onto my knees so you can see what I'm doing with the shoulders now. Take my arm out the side. I'm going to take my thumb out, so it's pointing externally, if you can see that way. I'm going to lift the arm up as far as I can get it. I want to avoid pushing the chest out, leaning back to take it further. So only movement should come from the shoulder now. Once I get it as far as I can where it stops, I'll start turning the arm round, the shoulders, the thumb start to point in and round the circle all the way around. So the thumb is pointing back that way to finish. And round in the other direction. So let's come a bit closer so you can see what I mean. So the thumb is pointing out, comes up, round, round in a circle. other side. Then we'll just start moving the shoulders around a bit looser, so circles, careful of the things around you. Little bend in the knees, change direction. Start throwing the arms back, get a nice little bend in the knees. The arms from side to side. Do the feet a bit wider apart and start on a little twist. Lift the shoulders up, drop them down. It's not just let the arms down heavy, shake them out, and shake the legs out. And then you're all good to go. So I say that's what I like to do first thing in the morning. If you want to make it into a longer session, you can spend longer on each movement or just a few movements. You can spend less time on a movement if you haven't got much time. You can just focus on certain parts of the body if you haven't got much time. But it's a really good thing to do every day just to get all the joints moving around, and always feel a lot better after doing it. Thanks for watching. Thank you.